Hello, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. Let me ask you a question. What if you could become fluent in English without memorizing thousands of words? What if you could speak with confidence, travel easily, and express your ideas using only 500 words? It sounds unbelievable, doesn't it? But it's completely possible. And in this episode, I will explain exactly how. Forget everything you thought you knew about learning English. Forget long vocabulary lists and complicated grammar drills. Today, you will learn the smart, focused, and practical way to master English faster than ever. Okay, most English learners believe fluency means knowing a lot of words. They probably tell me, Gwen, I know 3,000 English words. But when I'd ask a simple question like, what did you do yesterday? They freeze. They know the words, but they can't use them. It's like owning a huge library, but not being able to read the books. So why does this happen? It happens because fluency is not about how many words you recognize. It's about how quickly you can use the ones you already know. Some linguists believe that the 500 most common English words cover about 65% of everyday speech. If you add another 500 words, you reach nearly 90%. That means if you learn these words deeply, not just their meanings, but their sounds, their rhythm, and how they connect, you can handle almost any daily conversation. But let's talk about what usually happens. A learner buys a book called 4,000 Essential Words in English. They spend hours underlining, highlighting, and translating. They can define words like abundant, astonishing, and meticulous. But when they meet a native speaker and hear a simple question like, "Hey, what's up? How's it going?" they panic. The truth is, your brain doesn't store language as separate words. It stores patterns, common word groups that appear together, that go together. If you learn the word take only as to carry, you will never sound natural. But if you learn real combinations like take your time, take care, take responsibility, suddenly English starts to feel alive. Your mouth and brain remember them together. That's the difference between memorization and mastery. But here's the problem. Many learners don't trust simplicity. They think if something is easy, it cannot be effective. They want long, difficult material because it feels like progress. But the truth is, complexity slows you down. When you make things simple, when you simplify, you focus. You give your brain the chance to build strong foundations. It's like building a house. If the base is weak, it doesn't matter how beautiful the upper floors are. So don't underestimate short, easy sentences. They are your foundation stones. Once they are solid, once they are strong, advanced English becomes effortless. Now, let's go step by step. Step 1. Choose your core words. Core means main. So, choose your main words. Start with a list. Start with the 500 most common English words. Then, personalize it. Make it your own. If you're a nurse, you will need patient, hospital, medicine, or rest. If you love cooking, add taste, boil, chop, recipe. Personal connection helps your brain remember. Then you move on to step 2. Learn in context. Never study a word alone. Instead of writing arrive means come to a place, write I usually arrive home at 6. Say it, hear it, and feel it. If possible, record your voice and listen again. Each repetition builds automaticity. Step 3. Connect new words to old ones. Imagine you learn the words go, work, early, because, traffic. You can combine them. I go to work early because of traffic. As easy as that. Next day, you add train and ticket. I go to work early because the train ticket is cheaper. You see how vocabulary grows naturally? You're not memorizing. You are creating. You are learning in context. And you are personalizing because you're talking about your life. Here's step 4. Once a week, write or speak a tiny story using your words. For example, yesterday, I went to the supermarket. I bought fruit, bread, and milk. I walked home and cooked dinner. That's real English built on real frequency. So let's be honest. Learning a language can feel lonely. There are days when you feel stuck or embarrassed. You might think, I've studied for years, but I still sound slow. But the moment you focus on only 500 words, something changes. The pressure disappears. You stop feeling like you're climbing a mountain and start feeling like you're walking a clear path. Small successes build confidence. When you order food correctly, understand a short video, or chat with someone online, celebrate it. These small wins are proof that your brain is learning. There is a famous rule called 80-20 rule. It says 80% of results come from 20% of effort. In English, that 20% is your main vocabulary, your core vocabulary, around 500 to 1,000 words. Think of it like cooking. You might have hundreds of spices, but most recipes depend on salt, pepper, oil, and garlic. These are your core ingredients, your main ingredients. Once you know how to use them, everything tastes good. So instead of spreading your energy across endless vocabulary lists, focus deeply on the few that matter most. But remember, there is a big difference between knowing a word and owning it. You know the word make when you can define it. You own it when you can say, make breakfast, make money, make a mistake, make friends, make time, make sense. Owning means you use the word automatically in different contexts, in different sentences. Let's do the same with the word get. Get up, get ready, get better, get tired, get lost, get along, get back. Each phrase adds another layer of fluency. Native speakers live inside these chunks, and you can too. When you practice the same patterns every day, your brain builds what scientists call fluency pathways. At first, speaking feels slow, like thinking through mud. But with repetition, the path becomes clear. Your brain no longer translates. It reacts instantly, immediately. This process is called automaticity, fluency. It's the same reason you can drive, you can type, or play piano without thinking about every moment. Language becomes muscle memory. That's why daily short practice beats long, irregular study sessions. Consistency tells your brain, this is important. Keep it alive. Now, let's design a realistic plan. In the morning, spend 5 minutes reviewing yesterday's sentences. Say them out loud while making breakfast. In the afternoon, spend 5 minutes listening to a short clip in English. Notice how often your 500 words appear. In the evening, telling a 1-minute story using those words. Record yourself. Listen back. Correct one thing. That's 15 minutes. No stress, no burnout, just daily rhythm. If you keep this habit for 90 days, you will feel your English changing from the inside. Language learning is not only about memory or grammar. It's also about how you feel inside. Many people feel worried when they learn English. They think, I'm too slow, or other people speak better than me. Some feel shy or afraid to make mistakes. This is normal. Everyone feels like that sometimes. The good news is that the 500-word shortcut can help you feel calm. It makes learning small and clear. You don't have to learn anything. You just learn a little every day. You know what to do. You have control. Imagine this. You wake up tomorrow morning. You already know your plan. 10 words, 1 short story, and that's it. You don't feel lost. You feel ready. You make your tea or coffee, open your notebook, and start. You read your 10 words. You write a few sentences. You say them aloud. After 10 minutes, you smile. You already learned something. That small success gives you energy. You start to enjoy English. You see the progress is possible. You think, I can really do this. Every day, you feel a little stronger. Your fear becomes smaller. Your confidence grows. You stop saying my English is bad and start saying my English is getting better. That is the emotional change, when English starts to feel easy, light, and even fun. Now, let's talk about something exciting. After you learn your first 500 words, everything starts to connect. When you listen to a movie or a podcast, you suddenly understand more. You hear words you already know and your brain feels happy. You don't translate anymore, you just understand. New words become easier too. When you see a new word, you often guess the meaning. Why? Because your foundation is strong. You know how English works. It's like making a snowball. At first, your snowball is small. You roll it on the ground, it becomes bigger and bigger. Soon, it is so big that it rolls almost by itself. Learning English is the same. At the beginning, it is slow. But after some time, your progress becomes faster. You already know the base. You already know the rhythm of the language. You stop studying. You start living in English. You read a post on Instagram and understand it. You listen to a song and catch many words. You think in English when you cook or walk. You even dream in English sometimes. That's when you know your snowball is rolling by itself. It's growing every day, and all you need to do is keep it moving. Now, let's imagine you 1 year from now. It's 2026. You wake up. You check your phone. You read a message in English. You understand it easily. You reply, "Good morning. I hope you're doing well." You don't translate. You just write. Later, you travel to another country. You go to a cafe and say, "Hurry. Can I get a cup of coffee, please?" The waiter smiles. You understand everything he says. You ask someone on the street, "Excuse me, where is the station?" They answer, and you understand. You say, "Thank you so much," and walk away smiling. At night, you watch a short English video. You understand the main idea. You laugh at the jokes. You don't feel lost anymore. That is what will happen when you keep learning your 500 to 1,000 words. You will feel free, confident, and relaxed. English will not be scary anymore. It will be your friend. You will use your English to talk to people, to learn new things, and to enjoy the world. That is what I call the fluency reward, the big gift you get after many small, simple steps. You may not see it every day, but it is growing slowly and surely. One morning, you will notice, "I can speak English now." All right. Before you start, let's talk about some easy mistakes many learners make. Mistake number 1. Learning lists without sentences. Many students write and memorize long lists of words. They read them, but they forget quickly. Always learn words in a real sentence. Don't learn arrive means come to a place. Learn I arrive home at 6. Mistake number 2. Not speaking enough. Some people wait until they feel ready. But if you wait too long, you never speak. You learn to speak by speaking. Talk to yourself in English. Say what you are doing. I'm cooking dinner. I'm washing the dishes. These small moments are perfect practice. Mistake number 3. Studying too many words. 10 words a day are enough. It's better to know 10 words well than 50 words you forget tomorrow. Use your words in many ways. Combine them. Play with them. Now, let's begin together. When this episode ends, take a small notebook or open a note on your phone. Write 10 very common English words. Here's an example list. Go, do, have, get, want, people, time, good. Okay? Make one short paragraph using them. For example, today was a good day. I got up early and had breakfast with my family. I went to work and met some new people. Today went fast, but I felt happy. Then read your paragraph aloud 3 times. Say it slowly and clearly. You will notice how easy it feels after the 3rd time. Tomorrow, add 5 new words. Maybe walk, rain, busy, tired. Then make a new paragraph with those words. Do this every day for 50 days. It's simple, but it's very powerful. After 50 days, you will not only know more than 500 words, you will have used them in your own real stories. They will stay in your brain forever. Now, let me tell you why this plan really works, even from a science point of view. Every time you finish a small goal, your brain feels happy. It releases a special chemical called dopamine. It's your brain's way of saying, "Good job. That felt nice. Let's do it again." That's why short, simple tasks work better than big, scary ones. When you learn 10 words and finish a paragraph, your brain feels success. You feel proud. You want to do it again tomorrow. Soon, studying English becomes something you enjoy, not something you fear. You feel proud. You want to do it again tomorrow. You stop forcing yourself to study. You start wanting to study. So remember, when you finish your small English task today, smile. You just made your brain stronger, happier, and more fluent. Fluency isn't only about language. It's about freedom. The freedom to travel, the freedom to connect, the freedom to work globally, the freedom to express who you are without fear. When you realize that such freedom can start from 500 words, it becomes powerful. So, my friend, here is your invitation. Start today. Pick your English 10 words. Create one paragraph and speak it aloud. Tomorrow, add more. Within weeks, you will notice English flowing more easily. Thank you so much for listening to another episode. I'm Gwen. If you found this episode useful, share it with a friend who's learning English too. Subscribe to our channel for more slow, clear, real English lessons that help you grow every single day. Until next time, keep speaking, keep shining, and keep unleashing your English. Bye for now.